Today I'm going to show you 5 different flavors of this oatmeal that I've come up with. The 5 flavors that I'm making today are peanut butter banana, raisin date, apple cinnamon, chocolate cherry, and tropical coconut. Do you fall prey to the taste and convenience of breakfast cereal and sweetened oatmeal? Do you wish there was a healthier yet just as fast option for a complete, healthy, balanced breakfast? I totally get it. Breakfast cereal is tasty, it's addicting, it's convenient, but honestly, most of it sucks. It lacks in protein, it's really high in sugar. Many cereals are laden with food dye and additives and other highly processed ingredients. I have an amazing solution for you. For less than 15 minutes, you can prepare several days worth of quick, convenient oatmeal breakfasts that are full of protein and fiber and are low in added sugar. You and your kids will have a completely balanced, healthy breakfast ready in just a minute and a half. Today, just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna do 5 different flavors. So let's get started. You're gonna wanna add half of a scoop of protein powder if this is for adults. It already is gonna have a good amount of plant-based protein for kids, so I would just omit that if you're making this for kids. Now, the benefits of the protein powder, they have a little bit of sweetener in it. My preference for protein powder is usually unflavored, just because I like to try to avoid the artificial sweeteners. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go with a vanilla protein powder, and you can go with a whey-based one or you can go with a plant-based one. That is up to you. All right, so it's gonna be a half scoop of this protein powder in each of these containers. You can use a scale if you want it to be exact. I'm just estimating. All right, next you're gonna wanna add the coconut sugar if you wanna add a little more sweetener with the protein, or if you're making this for kids and you omitted the protein altogether. Now, another great idea would be to add both if you're an active individual, such as a runner. Due to its carbohydrate content, this would be an excellent meal for runners about an hour to 2 hours before your workout or as recovery just after your workout. Regardless of whether you want to add the coconut sugar or not, it still has about 75% less sugar than Quaker apple cinnamon oatmeal. And if you want to compare the nutrition facts yourself, just keep in mind that this is double the amount of oats as 1 packet of Quaker instant oatmeal. All right, so for our peanut butter banana oatmeal, you're gonna wanna add a tablespoon of powdered peanut butter. Now you can add a tablespoon of actual peanut butter too if you'd like, but what I like about this is that there's no fat in it and I believe there's more protein per tablespoon. All right, and then add a tablespoon of flax seeds. What I love about flax seeds are that they are very abundant in omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, which has numerous health benefits. And then you're gonna wanna add 14 grams of dried bananas. Now you wanna make sure that these are unsweetened as well. That was another thing I had a really hard time finding was unsweetened, not fried in oil banana chips. So the only brand that I know that has no added sweetener or oils is Bear. So that is what we're gonna go with. All right, now I'm just gonna crumble up the 14 grams of dried bananas. The better you crumble it up, the more banana flavor you're gonna have in every bite, which will subsequently make it taste a little sweeter. All right, now our peanut butter banana oatmeal is complete. So you'll just want to put a lid on that, shake it up, and you can store this in the pantry. All right, our next one is going to be the raisin date oatmeal. For our raisin date oatmeal, I'm going to go ahead and chop up 1 date. I'm just doing 1 date because they're pretty high in sugar. They're so delicious if you get the medjool dates. They taste like caramel. Now, most dates you're going to have to de-pit, so I just cut it in half first. Just carefully chop it into little pieces. And while dates have some sugar, they are super nutritious. And of course, the sugar comes from the fruit itself. Next, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of raisins. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. A tablespoon of walnuts. I buy these chopped already, but you can also just buy them whole and break them up yourself. And finally, a tablespoon of flax seeds. For our apple cinnamon oatmeal, you'll want to look for dried apples that don't have any added sugar, like these. It's only 1 ingredient, apples. And I'm going to crush these up into about a 1/4 cup, pour it into the bowl. If you're using dried apple rings, it equates to about 3 of them. All right, just like our last one, we're going to add a tablespoon of walnuts and flax seeds. If you'd like, you can also just double the walnuts and omit the flax seeds if you'd prefer. And finally, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cover and shake. And this one's going to be our chocolate cherry oatmeal, which is bound to be my favorite one. You're going to want to add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened dried cherries. All right, then you're going to want to do a 1/4 tablespoon of cacao powder. I chose cacao over cocoa because since cocoa is roasted before it's ground up, it kills off a lot of the antioxidants of the chocolate. Now, it might not make a huge difference, but I recommend cacao. I'm going to go ahead and estimate this in here since this is a tablespoon. Just doing a 1/4. And you know, it doesn't hurt to have extra chocolate. All right, and then you're going to want a tablespoon of almonds. Okay, and I actually use a meat pounder to break up these whole almonds, but you can buy them slivered. And obviously, if you have a nut allergy, you can omit the nuts. Let's add a tablespoon of chia seeds. And this is the oatmeal that I'm going to sneak some veggies into. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of this beet powder. It blends in nicely with the chocolate. You won't really taste it. All right, and there's our chocolate cherry oatmeal. And last, we're going to do my most unique flavor, the tropical coconut. 1/4 cup of a couple different unsweetened tropical fruits. I've got mango and pineapple, but you could also find dried papaya. You could put dried banana in this one, or even dried strawberry. I've got some dehydrated, no sugar added mango and pineapple. I had to grab this at the store because I was recording today, but otherwise I have had some very delicious dried pineapple and mango from Jolly Fruit Co., which I will link in the comments if you're interested. The company dehydrates their fruit in the sun, and its proceeds go toward a very excellent cause. So I'm just going to tear this up. They're kind of squishy, so it'd be hard for me to chop up. But you can also do that if you'd like. This is my pineapple ring. 1 of these, and fill the rest up with mango. Again, you'll want to rip it as small as you can so that you can get some tasty tropical fruit in each bite. All right, then you're going to want to add 2 tablespoons of coconut. If you want a little less saturated fat from the coconut in the recipe, you can go with 1 tablespoon. I just found that I could taste the coconut better if I added 2. All right, and then you can add a tablespoon of crushed up cashews, or if you can afford it, some macadamia nuts. And I actually just get the cashew halves and pieces that are unsalted. They're a heck of a lot more affordable than getting whole raw cashews. And since we were going to crush them up anyways. And then finally, I'm gonna shake things up and use hemp seeds for this final oatmeal. And of course, you can swap out the hemp seeds for flax seeds in any of the recipes. I just love hemp, chia, and flax seeds for their omega-3 and 6 fatty acids. I'm just gonna do a tablespoon of that. All right, and that one's done. Shake it up, set it aside. All right, so now I have all 5 of my delicious oatmeal flavors ready to go. I'm gonna put them in the pantry. We're gonna have the ultimate taste test by having the kids try them. All right, you're gonna have to use your big muscles. How's the chocolate cherry?
Good.
Yay! Glad you like it. Is it good? Yes. Okay, good. A little hot, but definitely tasty, especially given the small amount of sugar in it. And I know that this oatmeal is going to keep me nice and full for several hours. Less than 500 calories. Thanks, everyone. I hope this made your breakfast meal prep easier. This oatmeal that has around 20 grams of protein is sure to keep their bellies full and their brains focused. Let me know what you think of the oatmeal in the comments.